Alright, there are 24 hours in a day, and to the average American, we sleep about 1/3 of those. Also, we spend about 1/3 of those, actually an hour and a half, excuse me, we'll spend eating, consuming, baking, cooking, whatever. Another hour and a half of that driving from eating plates, point A to point B. And another third of the day, about 8 hours, the average American will spend in the classroom or at work, depending on what your preference is. Now, for you math majors out there, that leaves us 5 hours left of free time. Now, free time to some people is going, looking on the computer, surfing the web, watching TV, reading a book, whatever you prefer. I'm here to tell all of you why you should at least devote at least one of those hours to physical activity every day. I'll explain to you what exercise does for the body, how it's good for the mind and soul, and the impact it has on today's society. First, let me talk about what it can do for you physically. Exercise does combat chronic diseases. If you're worried about osteoporosis, heart disease, it also benefits or manages high blood pressure. Your cholesterol can also benefit, and we've seen these Cheerio commercials. It's a no-brainer, too, that it also helps you out with weight management. From engaging in physical activity, you can burn calories, and the more intense your workout is, the more calories you burn. The more calories you burn, the more weight you lose, so it'll help you out a lot. Now, you might be thinking, oh, it's kind of hard to fit in 1 hour of workouts every single day. It is kind of tough, but you can find ways to cheat, like if you're going to school here, taking the stairs instead of the elevators. I don't even know if we have an elevator here. Or if you're going to work, taking the stairs, or if you can't fit it in, if you're watching a television show or something like that, then you'll get in during commercials and you jumping jacks. It sounds kind of lame, but it's different ways to cheat, doing it rather than getting your time in at the gym. Yeah, I don't think anyone really likes going to the gym. I personally don't, unless I'm playing something that really, there's ways, methods to cheat with getting in that physical activity. I personally like basketball or playing tennis. I don't think anyone really likes the elliptical or treadmill. But by incorporating that in your everyday activity, it's helping reduce stress, and it can really boost your confidence as well. Exercise also boosts your energy level. The physical activity delivers oxygen and nutrients to your tissues, so regular activity helps your entire cardiovascular system. The more efficiently your lungs and your heart work, the more energy you'll have to do things that you enjoy. And the other positive physical is your promotion for better sleep. A good night's sleep may improve your concentration, mood, and productivity. Regular physical activity can help you fall asleep faster and can deepen your sleep. However, many of you may be thinking the opposite if you exercise late at night. It goes on like a hill pattern where if you exercise late at night, like 11 or 12 o'clock at 24-hour fitness or wherever you're going, you're going to be at a hill at the very top of your peak of your intensity. Say you're at 20 minutes into it, and then you want to go to bed at midnight and it's 11 o'clock. Your heart level's up at such a level that it's going to be impossible to fall asleep right after. So they recommend that you go to sleep, or that you work out rather 2 hours before you're trying to go to bed. Lastly, exercise can also spark up things in the bedroom. Regular physical activity, by regular I mean 5 times a day or 5 times a week, gives you a couple of days off for an hour every day. So it doesn't mean doing your push-ups 20 seconds a day or whatever. It means 5 times a week, which can make you feel more energized and looking better, which will also probably reflect your sex life or lack thereof. The Mayo Clinic studies show that through exercise, women have also enhanced arousal, and men who exercise regularly are less likely to encounter problems with erectile dysfunction, especially as they get older. So that's a good thought to imagine. I'm now going to explain to you why physical activity is good for you mentally. First of all, it improves your mood. Physical activity stimulates different brain chemicals that may leave you feeling even happier and more relaxed than you were before you worked out. Also, the confidence booster is effective when exercise is met regularly. It can also improve self-esteem and help prevent depression. Many of you have maybe heard of the runner's high before. As soon as you get done running or working out or whatever, now you want to start doing more activities. You want to get your chores done, everything like that. That's when the endorphins are leaving the body. And endorphins are released during long, continuous workouts when the level is at a moderate to high speed or a high level, which means that you're almost running out of breath. And people that are kind of new to working out don't really know what the endorphins feel like, so that they have one mode, and that's to stop. And the people that are kind of used to it, they get the endorphins kicking in and saying, hey, we can go another level, you can go another level, and kind of push yourself a little bit more. And that's the endorphins leaving the body. And they may be exposed to bodily harm or from strenuous bodily functions after going past his or her physical limit. This means that the runners will keep running past, and the weightlifters will keep weightlifting and going and pushing what was their limit. And that's how you gain muscle, and that's how you build endurance and stamina. Like I mentioned earlier, exercise can be fun, and everyone needs some sort of fun in their everyday lives. So physical activity doesn't have to be dreadful. Like I said, you can incorporate it in your everyday lives, or get some basketball together, even do some ballroom dancing. You know, anything to exert some physical activity. You just have to look out. You have to outlook it for a hobby rather than a chore. And even if you get bored, we'll say if you pick up a hobby. I picked up rock climbing. I just did it to hang out with some friends, but then I actually liked it and it's something to do to hang out with some friends. So if you get bored doing it, you can always switch it up. Just as long as you're moving, it still counts. Now I'm going to show you the role exercise plays in today's society. There are a few television shows that promote good health and weight loss, and the most popular, I think, on television is NBC's The Biggest Loser. It's captured millions of viewers, and over tens of thousands of people have actually gone and lost the weight themselves. And they actually inspired many people to do that, to get on the show and to live a healthier life. And the transformations that you see these people weighing 500 pounds, getting down to physically fit, it's really extraordinary. Also, it seems like the food brands and products can be a lot. They also show like a lighter version of every single product that's out there, from sugar-free, fat-free, low cholesterol, low carb, weight management, trans fat, light, healthy choice, no preservatives added. The list goes on of which is how much a brand name is trying to show how much they care about you eating healthier. Also, the restaurants and their advertisements on TV, commercials, you'll see any sorts of commercials that show TV. They'll show like Chili's or things that aren't the healthiest. I'll be one to tell you, I work at the Cheesecake Factory, and it's one of the unhealthiest restaurants in America. They put like a stick of butter in every single pasta. The cheesecakes, as you imagine, are not healthy at all. You got like Reese's peanut butter cup, butter for your caramel, whipped cream, chocolate shavings, white chocolate, all in one cheesecake. It's like 2,000 calories. It's insane. And the portions are pretty enormous too, but the way that society's seeing it nowadays, that kind of stuff's killing people. So Arnold Schwarzenegger actually signed a law last year for California, and it's 10 restaurants or more in California. They need to show a nutritional guide on every single table that fits. I don't know. I think Olive Garden probably has that too. Cheesecake Factory, all the ones that have a little bit more, they put a nutritional guide on there, and it kind of reflects how the people order a little bit, because they'll see, oh, I don't want to order, something that's 2,000 calories, or oh, I'm saving myself for dessert, so I won't get this appetizer or something like that. So that's a little bit nicer. Now I've informed you how to exercise can be beneficial to you physically, the ways it contribute to your good mental state, and the role it portrays in today's society. Obesity is now one of the leading causes of preventable death in the U.S. I hope we'll all do our part in changing this awful statistic.
Mariano, what did you think?
I thought his instruction timer was pretty interesting. He was thinking of like the hours of the day. His eye contact was good overall. He did this somewhat as his note cards while he was saying his information. I thought he didn't need to, but I think it was pretty good overall. I like the topic. He gave a lot of facts and how to do the solutions to it. I think he needed statistics, he had statistics, but he needed where he got it from.
Okay. I'd agree with you about the source citation. That was the biggest problem that I had with the speech. Otherwise, the basic organization and content is pretty solid. I like the introduction also. The presentation, I think, you have a tendency to look off to the side, look out the window, look down at your cards, and even though you appear natural and sometimes look at the audience, I thought that was the most distracting part of the visual presentation. All right, we're going to keep it short. So